deliver a pretty good. This is different from the other entire round. Okay, this is the entire round good. And wait a Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You all are watching none other than one of the most amazing Battle Nights tournament.
See value in me?
Your team
Right?
is
You should.
What better than AM up against RRE, and what better duo on the casting desk other than me, Stadiot, and my man Kronos the G. He will be
Hello, scared yet?
Yep, he's here.
Yeah.
Here after bringing himself something to eat.
No. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't getting myself anything to eat. I was just adding that ghee that I need
Your
to make
team
for
is
dinner
dead.
tonight. And my girlfriend makes some special dinner for me since it's Easter. And happy Easter for everyone out there. But yes, it is a Easter Sunday, Sunday special, Sunday blockbuster.
Gaze
We have
upon the
ABM
edge
versus
of
RRA
standing.
Esports in the Clash of Titans Season 2 finals. And what better way to get started than Gary for giving that wonderful opening, and myself, Cronus, alongside with him in the desk.
Yet again, one of the
Horology is my
best
craft,
casting
Diggy is
duos,
my name.
no cap out there, and also two of the top teams of the entire tournament. And again, Kronos, before we move forward, before we move any further, what are your guesses? Who do you think will take the W in this one?
Look, it's so hard to say, but the reason I say it's so hard to say is because the other side can have like our esports can have the best draft, the best gameplay, but still you do not want to place your bets against ABM only because they've proved it time and time again that they are the top team in South Asia, and only goes to show like why they are such a powerhouse. And if they're able to come out with the dub, nobody would be surprised. But on the other side, if RA Esports are able to take away the victory, then that will be a different story. So we just have to wait and see. However, the bans are normal, standard, nothing out of the ordinary. And the first pick going on towards ABM in the EXP lane, prioritizing this.
As you mentioned, the first pick over towards the EXP. We normally do see CC being picked up by quite a lot of those teams, and let's be brutally honest, it is quite understandable as to why these teams are love with CC because of the all kiting ability that you have, plus the constant.
I might not be a lighted man, but I do know my trade.
I agree with that extra bit of kite, the vengeance that's there, especially going on skin the attack speed marksman. So now, especially when you pick up the CC, you negate these marksmen like the Claude, like the Carry. They don't really have much of a chance, especially these Melissas. They're good, but against the CC with vengeance, it's going to be in your face. And it's going to be a big problem, even marksmen like Ixtia. So having this CC on the EXP lane just takes away so much potential coming in from the other side. But meanwhile, they reply with the Barrett and also an Angela in the roaming position.
The classic Barats and Angela combination. Barats lacks the mobility, which eventually Angela will.
It's
And we
destined.
have seen multiple times how well
Your
he
team
plays
is
on that
picking.
Angela. But on the other side, Ryu sticking with the Navaria himself, not changing anything. Radiant with the
Kindness
Nathan, though.
is
Now,
the
here's thing.
surest
Your
I
path
want to
team
know
is
to
the idea behind the
ruination.
Nathan. Is it a buff that he's received, or is just the entire kit that basically revolves around the Nathan that he is now being picked up a lot in those drafts? Because, boy, I've also seen some teams ban it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nathan did get a recent buff, right? Not so recent, but I think a few patches ago where they reduced the cooldown of his ultimate and also gave him a slight attack buff in the first skill. and the second skill along with his basic attack. So that slight buff that he would needed brought him back into the meta, and you could say he's one of the strongest marksmen out there. He's not only a marksman that can also be played in the gold lane, but it can also be flexed into the jungle. But the perfect reply coming in from RE Esports on this
I
Yu
do
Zhang
what I
that will
want.
be such a terror in the background, just gonna go flying in with that Black Dragon, especially with the dinosaur behind him and Angela with the Hearts Guard. It's going to be a big problem for Radium to deal with. So they need to find an answer with this tanky style junglers. And now I can't really think of anything apart from maybe a Baksha or an Akai.
Very well mentioned about the Akai as well, because I was expecting an Akai to be
I've
picked
been
up as
waiting
well.
for too long.
Since knowing that Dyroth has basically been banned out along with the carry. So you know that the tank killer carry has been taken away. But I'm still pretty surprised, I'll not lie, as to the reason why they banned out the carry. Again, on the fact that Radium has picked up the native, so they will make sure that Radium goes into that gold lane, but banning that carry away, it kind of gives away the plan, right? Because as you mentioned, maybe Nathan might have been a flex pick into the jungle itself, and Radium could have picked up a different marksman for him. But since they've already banned out the carry, it has kind of given away the entire plan. Now, Hanzo have been respect banned for Jay. They always have an idea. The question is what sincerely Kev and Nox will now pick as their mage as well as their gold laner against Nathan. Maybe a Brody.
I was thinking, but before that, no, let's rewind a little bit. Now, at the moment, I just want to talk about this D-Rot. I think that's a wasted ban coming in from the side of RL Esports, because you know they have a CC on the other side, and CC is usually played in the EXP lane. If they put CC in the jungle, it's okay. You're not going to lose out on a lot. But giving away this D-Rot, maybe they were thinking that D-Rot would go into the jungle. I don't think that's still a great role, just because you have the Angela that can slow you down with the puppet on the string. So I'm not sure if that's. I feel like that's a wasted ban a little bit. But like you said, what's going to be the reply? They pick up the Claude against the CC. Not really a big fan. And this is what goes to show these small, minute details, these small changes that coming in from the side of Team ABM goes to show why they're one of the top teams to beat. And Team RA Esports, I think they might be on the back foot already. Look at that, the early game pickup in the Jawhead.
I won't really deny that. And how can we forget about Apex on that Jawhead? The man used to be a menace in those situations. But here's the thing, right? In the ranked games, we have seen Jawhead also being played in the jungle. And if that happens, and if Apex picks up a roam for itself, Jay is going to burst down the barrage, burst down the Angela, and also Kev on that claw. Knowing the blazing duet requires you to go up close and personal, Jawhead will be ready with the ejector to make sure that the blazing duet is cancelled out, if not for the Purify to save him. But how much of a Purify could you eventually use if there's a Fatal Links in the hands of Apex on the other side?
I mean, I see the Fatal Links working out. I see the flicker, but I still don't see how it will all work out. It feels like there are going to be a lot of scrappy fights right from the get-go, right? Because Jay on this Jawhead's going to be a big problem, and Nox picking up this Vexana, not the greatest mage at this position because of the immobility that she has. Pick up a flicker in this instance. Maybe you want to go for a Purify, but then you're sacrificing mobility once again, just because you're going into Jawhead and Atlas. Yeah, maybe Purify or Sprint would be the next best option. I'm not sure about that flicker. However, did change to a Purify. 3 Purifies coming in from side of RA Esports. Respect going in towards Apex on this Atlas. And they're going to be a problem and havoc for them to deal with in this land of dawn. But looking at the draft, what do you think, Scared? Which is the best one for you?
If you really want to ask me just based on the draft, we could argue that yes, the draft RRE also kind of pretty solid on paper, but ABM there again bringing in all of those unconventional picks, bringing in the Nathan, also now the Jawhead in the jungle in the hands of Jay, which eventually will lack a little bit of a mobility, but it does not matter with the amount of damage he will be able to He will
Welcome
be dealing
to
in that
Mobile
early phase. So
Legends.
I think so ABM will eventually have the upper hand. I would like to have your views on the
5
matter as well. But
seconds till the
before we
enemy
go
reaches
forward,
the
ladies and
battlefield.
gentlemen, we
Smash
are
them.
jumping in the land of dawn. It is
All
going to be
troops deployed.
ABM up against none other than the side of RRE in this best of 7 grand final. We'll be looking at the action right away.
Talk about a grand entry to a grand finals coming in from Scaria, the man himself. And Scaria is alongside me. My name is Kronos. We will be bringing you this action, and the action has already begun. They're trying to clear the mid waves out, but now let's focus on the individual battles that we would want to see, right, Scaria? You know Jay's gonna be really hungry in this early game phase. He wants the early pickups as soon as he's level 4. This Nox, Sincerely Kev, QT will have to watch out for these individual pickups that will be happening. And if they go down quite early in the game, then Jay's just going to snowball his way into victory. And that'll be the name for the game for the side of ABM. But on the other hand, Team RA Esports want to take it slow. They want this Claude to scale up. They want this Yuzhong to get online. They want Nox to scale up as well. But right now, Radium here, he is getting chunking down Kev. Kev will fall. That is first blood going in towards ABM in this grand final. It's a best of 7 series.
That's really not the kind of start you would want to have specifically for your own marksman. Kev getting a little too overzealous out there, getting caught off guard, finished off, Purify now down in the cooldown, and that's the start Radium needed. Now, here's the thing, right? I was also thinking of the combinations that they could eventually pull off. One of the most important combination, or you could just say one of the main factors for picking up the late game is that you really want that passive to be up almost every single time. But for now, you really want Sincerely Kev to be up on speed, specifically for the next few minutes now. This has already been taken down twice with the engagements.
Look at these engages coming in. They're trying to choke down this goal lane once again. The focus to get Radium online as soon as possible to make sure he dishes out the damage when needed. And look at that, Jay doesn't even want to go for the turtle. They want to shut down Keep Space. Sincerely Kev Apex there. Level 3 still not able to do it. And there it is. The death coming in from Sincerely Kev. And the kill will go towards Jay.
Double kill.
Who make that a double.
Yeah.
Make it a double.
That there's a turtle out there. Let it be. It's fine. We just want to get Sincerely Kev off of his lane. They're just bullying him at this point. My poor guy. Because over towards the bot, we picked up CC in the hands of Meteor, and we already know how much damage it could eventually deal. But this is saying on the CC, it's not even 3 minutes into the game, Kronos, and we already see Radium with the feather of heaven.
Well, it's the early game snowball that we wanted to see coming in from the side of ABM, and they played that to a perfect T. They sacrificed neutral objectives to get Radium online because they know once Radium has enough gold, he has that gold advantage against Sincerely Kev. It'll be a problem. Look at that. Daytona's welcome on towards Jay. They're going into Blazing Duet. He will get him. They get the shutdown on towards the jungler coming in from ABM, and that kill goes towards Sincerely Kev. So they're trying to get Kev online as well. They realize what the problem has been, and now they are responding. Team RI Esports don't want to back down without a fight. Nox might go down. Willie Apex goes in. He does have the Fatal Links. He doesn't want to use it. He does use it just to get the kill, and the super position will get the kill for Radium. Once again, Super IMM trying to provide the zone for the rest of his team. Rockets does not pull anyone back. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, if you take a look at the red buff, Yuzhong going 1v1 against Jay. Boyko, will he be able to get the kill? No, he doesn't. Jay just resets his own ball.
Nah, it's fine. He's got a lot of damage, but Boyko now will be bursted down in an instant. The basic attack, Ryu adding insult to injury, was able to land in that long-range Astral Spear, dealing such an immense amount of damage. And that's one of the reasons why we normally see teams banning out Novaria against ABM, because that's what Ryu could do with all his snipes. But Apex wants to snipe out Nox. Fatal Link is going to come into play. Almost out of super position as well, landing it perfectly. Radium gets another pick, going in for a killing spree.
I mean, he didn't even need the Fatal Links at that point. Now you know you're on the back foot, especially when it comes to having this unstoppable force injector combination coming in from Jay on this Jawhead. And look at that, Apex wants to go in. He has the Fatal Links and the Flicker. He has 2 of them. Super IMM does have hard guard on him. He misses up Retribution. Fatal Links comes in, but he's kind of blazing to it. Is there. Boyko does have the damage, but he will go down. Look at Jay, he's kind of unstoppable. He gets the double kill with the smart missiles, and Radium picks up another one. Actually goes to Mirio. That's a 4 kills for 1, and that is only Apex that's traded, and they didn't even get the turtle. ABM clearly with the advantage. 16.9k gold. Look at that ejector on towards Nox. This is extending. Start missiles. Finally, one of them following on towards Nox, and 12-2 kill score. ABM with the lead.
Not just the extra bit of magic, not magic damage, that extra bit of burn damage from Magic Worship, man. I feel so very bad for Nox. But again, as you already mentioned, sincerely kept going 1-4-1 now, and needed to the corrosion strike. But I'm not quite sure if that would be enough because Apex has locked in his own dominance. The extra shield, the extra healing will eventually be slowed down. Also, Kev will not be dealing enough damage. And for now, Mirio is going to be caught in frame, but look at the amount of damage that he's already dealing. Oh my goodness, come on, boys, to jump in as well, but does not matter because it is Nathan with the entropy, interference, superposition, everything just being bombarded onto them. They already took the tier 1 on top, and now the rotation was already on its way towards the bottom. This, let's be honest, this seems to be a done game already in this early few minutes.
I mean, I don't know what QT was thinking there, right? He was in the bush against the CC who had the vengeance. Yes, you want to do some damage, but come on. It's an EXP laner. You really want to get CC who has basically a double dash. And you want to do some sort of CC, but never mind. Super IMM going on Daytona's welcome. Blazing do it coming in, but Mirio tanking everything. They do get a shutdown on Jay. Apex will fall as well. This is the fight the team RR Esports were looking for, and they picked it perfectly. Seems like ABM trying to overextend their welcome will fall down 3-0. But look at the amount of skills that they used for those kills, but it was much needed. They're trying to close the gold gap. Now it's down to about 4k. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube and Facebook, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and do all that you have to do. Comment, and we are apologize for the small change that happened in the stream. I believe it's written that it's ABM versus UB. Disregard that because it's ABM versus RRE Esports. Once again, ABM on the blue side, RRE Esports on the red, but Apex going in. Fatal Link scared yet. You want to take over?
Yeah, indeed would love to, but the action has already come to its own conclusion. Lord Maku is going hard. He has been bullied around left, right, and center. Now the fallback is brought in the action here, but here we go to complete late round there. Now, Donut Super IMF, that is a phenomenal pick. The ejector out of the tower along the top of the board. They're going to change Jake in that area, and also get a pick on Apex now needs to run away. Radiant Ryu, both of them are present, but the hot card over Super IMM is going to make sure that he's not taking any major chunk of damage. CCP is being trouble. Mirio is not going to survive, but Radiant position is to help his team with the interference, but will now have good. Entropy was also committed. Only some kind of redemption by picking off Boyko, but I don't think that would even hurt the side of RRE. They found some crucial picks over onto J. Now, I just want to point out one important thing. Even though in early game, it could seem that Jawhead is invincible, once it goes to mid and late game, you could see Jawhead falling down so very quickly. But there you go, the shutdown comes in along with the Daytona. Get the throw with amazing duet on right through.
Beautiful coming in. Look at the Astral Echo. Just got extra bit of vision. That Eternal Guard doing as much as they can. Ejector just to get the Eternal Guard away because it's been such a problem. And seems like ABM on the back foot finally, but still have gold lead up. Okay, but never mind. It has been caught up from the side of RE Esports. They were down about 5k, maybe 3, 2.5, and now it's about 1k. And this is big because now they have the attention and focus on the Lord. Look at that Boyko going in the backdraft to zone everyone away. Mirio trying to do as much as they can. Yo-Yo Blitz along with the Vengeance, but the retribution from 2IMM is on point, and here comes the cavalry. Apex going in. If you won't get the Fatal Link, the two guard being used sincerely can't survive, but Super IMM was up as well, 2-0, and that's without the Fatal Links, without the use of a flicker. Make that a double kill going towards Mirio, so he will fall. Cute doesn't seem so cute right now because his engine doesn't seem to be working, and right now Brady alongside with the rest of his team marching down the mid lane, trying to get as much as they can, and Apex still has the pressure with the flicker Fatal.
Even though it took the Lord, but it does not matter because it's by ABM, and they'll be able to steal away all those jungle, they're not going to give them power whatsoever, but there we go, Case comes in, already found a kind of redemption. Now Radiant needs to run away, he can stop this Lord on its own track. It's really careful, make sure to clear out midway, will give him some much more important and crucial farm. As I mentioned, Jay will start to scale downwards on that Warhead. Black Dragon combo, boy, go. Still, some value has got to move back right. Lord will be finished off. From Ryu between 5 people. The freaking dinosaur. Fatal link connected. Just get a few more out. He can run away. He'll get some extra bit of healing back from this proper. Very careful. He's going to run away. But he cannot do anything at this point. And it's only Cutie remaining who will be chased by the Dino's yo-yo blade. But it does not matter. Because the Astral is scared us dead.
Oh my god, that was such an extended. I told you, the game, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna see a lot of scrappy fights indeed. Because right now, ABM, they've been going back and forth. It's been a push and pull. It's a tug of war happening in the land of Dawn. First game, best of 7 series. What a better way to get started, Scary.
I mean, but for the people, yeah, I exist for my throat, not so much.
Hey, no worries. You take a backseat, my friends. I know I'm here. You know I'm here. Apex trying to go in. He does not have the flicker, but does have the link there. It is hard guard being used by Super IMM. Boyko going to the back trap or try to do as much as he can. Blazing to it. It's just get Apex knocked in with his turn guard on square J, but Boyko, look there. He's almost there by, but they do not. They get the 3 crucials that are Esports. And that's a double kill going on towards Sincerely Kev. Finally, you have this Claude online who's dealing a ton of damage. And look at Ryu just poking everybody at the same time. Lord responds in about 3 seconds. I wish to see that now because you know they're doing so much damage and you want to see what they've built.
Radiant armor being picked up by QT, so you know he'll be having a few extra shots from all of those basic attacks and he'll deal magic damage, but there we go. Unstoppable force being up by Jay, and he's doing trouble in a pretty awkward after he's going for these team will be deleted. But it took a lot of those crucial ultimates due to the blazing doors, eternal guard, hot guard. There will be fleeting take the step. Massive play, all the very fast QT phenomenal. This is the play as well as for a 2-1. Everyone out in the amazing campaign. Opposition super and needs to retreat, which he will not be able to do. So long ISIS survive, hard card was used up, and lucky that QT did not actually land on the knocks, otherwise that would have been at the body on ground.
Oh my god, these fights have been back and forth, and just when you think Team RR Esports have ABM's number, Radium comes in shining ever so radiant, able to take down everyone. Look at that, he's marching down the mid lane. He doesn't care about the Lord, he wants to end the game. Imperial to take all that damage, use the vengeance, but look at everybody, solo Radium wants to go straight for the base, but here comes the blaze you went and he gets the kill. And that's Sincerely Kev, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the show of the marksman, because all of them are here for a fight. They don't want to go down without one. And Ryu seems like about to fall. Astral Recall to get a better position. Right now, seems like ABM will need more time to recuperate, and they will be able to clear the mid lane just to protect that for a little bit longer. Apex trying to provide vision for his team, but right now, Scared, yeah, you know this has been coming. The only time Boyko decided not to go for Radium has been a problem, and they lost on this team fight. If Boyko targeted that Radium instead of going for Apex or Miriam or Ryu, they would have actually won that team fight. So it all goes to show these EXP winners have to get at the right target. Hard guard being used.
I would agree with your point which you mentioned about targeting Radium in those fights, because he is literally the main source of damage. Jay, he was going 7-1, but now he's 7-5. As I mentioned previously, he will scale downwards on a very spiraling growth on this joint. That is a problem that everyone faces. Even I'm personally the exact same thing. Ouch. Ouch! That's an insult. That is an insult. My man casually stealing away purple buff like that. Super IMF would be super pissed at this point. But either
Look
way,
at that. They even find him. They even find him. Ever so actually, Ryu just wants to
that is
snipe
right.
people down.
Ooh.
He's back. Oh, Fatal Links being used. Rain Mortality pop. Does he have the hard guard? No, he doesn't. Brian let me fall, and I think that's all it's been road. There it is. Fatal Links going in. Boyko being taken down ever so casually. And I got Mirio on the back line. Vengeance is there. Sincerely Kev seems like he's fighting on more than he can chew. Apex providing the CC that his team needs. Mirio will go down, but the cavalry is there. 3 kills down. Nox will be able to defend. QT is doing as much as he can, but he cannot really do much. And right now, will they be able to defend? Ejector going in. Oh my god, that's it. Game number 1, folks.
That one pick off on bottom Super IMF. He just did not anticipate that everyone on the side of ABM will basically brute force their way to take down this big, chunky T-Rex out. They were able to do that. But one of the things that was not calculated by the side of RRE was the fact that Apex still had his fatal links. He still had the flicker. And that was the only combination which they needed. They were able to finish off both the main players. Boyko, and if I'm not wrong, as well as Sincerely, when the look from Mirio, it was phenomenal. Made his way from the side, went in for that flank, and just jumped in the tower. Instantly depleted to 50% of his HP. But then came the vengeance. And that was the time when you just knew that Sincerely Kev cannot do anything. He has to respect that vengeance. And it was just enough time for everyone else to follow up on it and finish all of them off. What a brilliant play from both of these teams.
Was absolutely amazing. Just towards the end of what you said, it's scared to get absolutely down to the perfect T. And now let's, it's just another minute detail I just want to add. That Super IMM, yes, he lost out on the blue buff, and he lost out on the other creep as well. And Ryu was able to find him with that Astral Recall, with Snipe, able to find him low at these bushes. Why they were able to check that bushes? Because let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, as a Barats, you want to have your stack. And when you have your stack, you have your high defenses, and that is very important. But they waited for the right time, and his stack started going down. That's when Apex decided to go, and that's when Jay decided to go, and to make him more vulnerable. And that play, Apex making sure he doesn't care. He's willing to sacrifice the big flicker and fatal links just for one single hero, because he know that's the hero that needs to be taken down. And once again, like you mentioned, Scaredy, at Apex, ever so patient on this Atlas with the fatal links, because if it was you or me, hey, we see someone, let's just flicker and get them out. But he's waiting for the right target, and he's able to get them at the right time. But for now, folks, what a game 1. We want to see a best-of-7 series going all the way, but we will find out in due time. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here, because it's Kronos and Scaria that will be back as soon as possible. Clash of Titans Season 2, ABM versus RRE. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, because we are here in Clash of Titans Season 2 Grand Finals Best of 7 series. Team Esports versus Team ABM, Blue and Red Side, respectively. And this is your caster and host, Coronos, alongside the one and only Scared Yet to bring you this wonderful action for tonight. Forget it is Easter Sunday. Along with that, we are bringing you this blockbuster of a match.
Looking forward to a great game again because the previous one was
Gaze
a crazy
upon
roller
the
coaster,
edge
the one
of the
that you
void.
normally see in Disneyland. But even better, we almost saw a comeback from the side of RE. ABM handed down
Always
the
on the way.
confidence
Your
back
team
on their
is
faces,
banning.
but still they were able to make sure they finish off every single player by picking number one after the other and secure the game for themselves. But you could clearly see some hiccups in that draft, which
It is
eventually
in
mentioned.
despair that I
Your
see the
team is
fondest
banning.
hopes.
Apex's fatal links to set up Radium on Nathan so that he could easily go in for the superposition and interference with Boom, Six Stacks, Entropy, and delete of everyone on RRE. But that just did not happen. So they definitely need to fix a few things up. And you also mentioned about the few bans being changed in. I mean, Nathan has been respect banned now by RRE.
See, I think the problem here was the fact that they did not target VM every single team fight. Yes, they did in most of them, but the team fights that they target were the ones they really need to win. And it all comes down to how Boyko drives in the back line and finds the right target, being Radium. So at this moment,
Horology is
VM
my
should
craft.
completely
Sticky is my
negate and
name.
hate Boyko to the point that he doesn't even want to look at his face, because that's how Boyko should be playing this EXP lane. And he should be so annoying towards Radium that Radium should be actually just getting tilted for no reason. But we are not able to see that coming out from Boyko. And that might be a crucial point of victory for the side of Team RA Esports. But once again, like I was saying, these bans crucial. You do not want to ban out this Nathan only because you leave so much open. Now the Fredrin is open, the X-Borg is open, and these are the picks that Jay likes to play in the jungle. And if you give him these comfort picks, he's just gonna carry the game away with it. So you've seen that Jay gets cornered, make him pick up something that he's not used to. It's just so hard for them to win. And now I feel like putting him on that
Your team is
Jawhead was a
banning.
really good plan. But see, look at that. They have to ban. They have to give respect to Ryu on this Novaria as well. So now our esports are just thinking how it works out, what they're supposed to do,
Minotaur,
and
will
these
finish
mind
off
games
what
all
was
come
left
down to the
undone.
first victory that ABM picked up, and this might be a snowball that they're going. And I like this our export pick. If they're gonna pick it, that's the best first pick they can have.
I kind of like the Xbox pick being picked up, but by picking up his own
Your
Fredrin.
team is picking.
But at the same time, I feel that Xbox is still a better pick in terms of jungle as compared to Fredrin. Yeah, you get tankiness and everything, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, Xbox will eventually melt you down if in case. With the lasting insanity as well, he did have that better execution line. And unless we see some great appraisers wrath coming in, but that is yet again if CC is still open, video is going to lock it. They do know about that. There's going to be no change in fact. But on the other
Let's hear
side,
from the
though, I
crowd.
really now want to see
Make some
Gyros
noise
being
for
picked
yours
up to counter
truly.
Meteor on that CC, specifically the Petrify.
I've been
Your
waiting
team
for
is
too
it, but
long.
carry has been again right away by Radium, and this time Aiden was banned out, but he locks in the carry. Do you feel we're gonna still see a Claude being picked up?
I mean, I like that you pointed about that Claude, right, Scared? I still feel like Claude is something they can go for, but not the greatest going against the carry. Yes, you have Claude as attacks, taking damage that goes in with the combination of the DHS Trojan site and the Golden Staff Trinity build. Once he gets there, he's going to be doing a lot of damage.
See
But
value
compared
in
to
me?
carry,
Your
You
I don't think
should.
that's the best
To
bet that you
live
want. And
is to
that
trick the
ABM
Reaper.
realized.
So it's
I
Academy
know I was
greatest
gonna
prodigy.
say
Your team
ABM
is
have
banning.
forced
Save the world.
them to pick up a Fredrin. This is more of a denial pick, so I'm not a fan of this Fredrin. I love the Faramis pick though, but now since you picked this Fredrin, you're completely on the back foot. You have no form of engage, no form of P towards Radium, and no way to reach Radium as well. So now this is a big problem coming in from the side of RAE4.
I mean, let's be brutally honest. If we really want to see them jumping into Radium, then this is going to be all in composition.
Come
As
on,
for their
Dexter.
front
It's our
line,
show
Your
time.
we
team
could
is
argue they
banning.
could go for maybe a reel, the flicker implosion, but that would
I
again be a
do what I
team
want
is
to do.
banning.
once again, I do not like the dial-up ban, as you mentioned previously as well. I do not like it even now because being a CC, you know that CC is going that EXP lane. So I would have loved for them to reduce the jungler option, maybe ban Kai,
Your team is banning.
Basha. Those still been a pretty solid ban. Maybe ban out the Barats itself. Because you've picked up a Fredrin to deny Chaos Dash, Super LMM.
Your
The
team is
strongest
picking.
ninja has arrived.
I think that they're gonna just
I'm-
put Xbox as a Boyko and he's gonna go into that EXP lane.
I mean, that
And
would
he's
make
gonna
more
go
sense.
Fred. Yeah, Super IM
Yeah, I
and
mean,
potentially play Fred.
that would make more sense. I think that's the route they would possibly go in. But it's just they can't swap right now for those of you watching, so we will wait for that to happen. However, once again, like you said, Scared, I don't like this D-Rock ban. I understand. I know he's playable in the jungle. He's really good in the jungle as well. But on a serious note, when you want to, are you really going to play an
Welcome to the
D-Rock
greatest
against an
match show of all
Export in the
time.
jungle
Your
against a
team is
Fredrin
picking.
that has a taunt? Yes, you have the
I
early
see
game
lots
advantage.
of
Are you
prey.
willing to sacrifice early game for the late game? And look at that. Speaking of early game and the late game, we have a Roger and a Harley. Oh my God, what are we seeing, Scary? Along with a Masha.
Is that simple?
Oh no, what are we looking at? What are we looking at?
Let's just remain silent for a few seconds and let that sink. Let that sink. I'm not seeing a Harley on the room. No freaking way.
Oh my God, you're kidding
Shut
me.
it, AVM. Shut it, AVM. No, you're not doing that stuff. We're not bringing in a Harley room whatsoever. Yeah, right.
Johnson.
You know what? Let's just throw out all of it out of the window, shall we? How the heck is Kev gonna go towards the gold in the Roger?
Oh my God. Okay, so look. I understand where they're coming from. I understand what's
No.
going on. Apex
No.
picks up this Beleric. Wrath of the Riot's gonna be a big problem. I like the draft coming from Esports only because it's so unorthodox. But at the same time, it is one of the maps scared yet. I know it's throwing you off. I will tell you how. The recent buff investment made towards Masha makes her really strong in the EXP, but also as a roamer. That right now, what we're seeing Masha is a Masha roam that's gonna be in the jungle of this Harley, and Harley cannot do anything to stop it. And because of that, they're forced to pick up a Beller. So I love what our esports are doing, especially given the fact that they have a Roger in the gold lane that can dive in, get back, and play like a fighter. Along with this nether realm that they're gonna have, this is gonna be one heck of a game, ladies. And don't worry, Scared yet. You can still be shocked by looking at the draft, but we will be going into the game, folks, because this is a best of 7 in the Clash of Titans tournament coming to you by Battle.Net
5 seconds till
Esports.
the
And
enemy
right now,
reaches
it
the
is our
battlefield.
Esports on the
Smash
blue
them.
side against ABM, but that's going to be
All
on the
troops
red, who
deployed.
already have a 1-game advantage in this best of 7 series for this grand finals. And this is Coronos, who's alongside, yet he's still reeling in from the effects of this Masha pick and this Roger in the goal lane, along with the Harley on the other side. What's going on, Scary? Are you okay?
What the heck? You asked me the question if I'm okay or not. We've got a Roger into the gold lane. We are seeing a Masha as the room. I mean, of course I'm not okay. I'm seeing all of these things, but all right. I'm not gonna be any more dramatic than I already have been. Thinking objectively, right? You could say that yes, Roger has been picked up in Indonesia for that gold lane meta. But do you really feel if it was actually good, or will he be able to scale just like how a carry is scaling? I honestly do not feel it that way. Yeah, you could argue that in terms of early and mid game, it's really a good sense of value. But over to a later, otherwise for now, Apex is going to be complete with the and early game they have it. I'm going to give it to them. They've got the full early game. But if they do snow on time, it's going to be even more difficult for this side to come back.
And I'm not sure Jay had the right intentions for going in towards the EXP lane to get a kill on this Harley, especially the hatching and the deadly magic. But right now, this Masha QT being annoying towards Mirio, who can't do much. And I understand what you mentioned about having this scaling coming in from Radium and Sincerely Kev, but let's not forget they do have a Faram who will scale up pretty well into the late game, provide the late game damage with the Shadow Stampede, Ghostbuster, which will be a and one to watch out for. Ryu and he will have to deal with QT, but the Thunderclap just going in with no harm done. Right now, Prime gets Monster Turtle and his Appraiser's Wrath. We saw what it could do in the early game, but there it is. Retribution picks it up right with the Meteor Shower, trying to steal, but not able to do so. Super will go even more for it, and it looks like he wants to steal a little bit of the jungle creeps away as well. This is adding insult to injury, taking away the early advantage of this.
The early game advantage is going to be crucial for Harley as well to make sure that he snowballs really well into that mid and late game, but who would he be able to pick? That's the question. Knocks out nether ribs. About it. How many HP bars are you going to delete? Got his own Raga armor. Super IM wants you damage him so that he can delete you in one Appraiser's Wrath. It's only the last remaining member is Sincerely Kev, who can lighten the way from the deadly magic. That's what's called the name of the ultimate, just of how bonkers both of these teams look like.
It's all right, Scared. Yeah, I got your back because we know Deadly Magic going to the poke trick, hat trick to get out of there. Meanwhile, look at the bot lane. Apex and Radiant want to get a kill on towards Sincerely Kev, but how can they? He's aware. He is the wolf in a man's body, a man in a wolf's body. I don't know what you want to call it, because right now QT, he wants to go in with the Thunderclap on towards Ryu. Meanwhile, the top lane, they're trying to get Miriam on. That has been the key to victory so far. But meanwhile, look at lane trying to get the top going in. Appraised that should be unlocked. We Wrath and Brian's coming out. There's the Appraised Wrath, and the Apex will flicker out of there. He doesn't want to eat another one of that big sword, and Radiant wants to back off as well. And seems like Sincerely Kev will live to see another day.
I was not expecting that to happen, I'll be honest. I really thought Sincerely Kev would eventually fall, but again, it's the RRQ draft, man. But I still don't feel it's actually very solid. I'll be saying that time and time again. On the other side as well, you would argue the exact same thing. And Harley, there's a Chandler, and the Fires are going to be important.
Oh, look at that. Oh my god. Look at QT. He's just eating a piece of meat. Like nothing but still wants to go on towards Boyko. Curtis calls him Yo along with the vengeance, but there that's the deal with Spain is just too much. Mirio, will he fall the flicker along with the Shadow Stampede? Knocks will go down, however. And I think this is too much to deal with AV, but finally, do you think somebody finally is this the time to ABM lose out on a big tournament final, Scared yet?
To be honest, if in case they do not find a way to deal with all of that burst damage that's coming in, at this point, we are just outstanding all of those fights. I really like the adjustment that's coming in from their side. Bait saw that they're going to focus down over towards the bottom as well. Video up that go to the Yo-Yo Blitz now needs to run away, dashes the arms way too, and he picks up the feather of heaven. They are very item dependent APM in this situation, because you do not really need a lot of item fight or curry, but for ABM, yeah, you kind of need all of those important items, and with that burst coming, still can't pay to push him off over towards the bottom finally, since they're taken down. Yet again, Jay almost falling, taken pounds away from being deleted, but actually had the support of Ryu on that Changer. This Changer is going to be important because, as you mentioned, the diving is going to be difficult. PM and Ryu are going to freely hit all of those people on a pretty safe range because the effect is literally anti-dive hero.
Anti-dive wolf. But Jay needs to look at that Thunderclap going in onto where it's ready. There it is, the Wrath of the Dryad. They finally pick the kill. Onward, 10 pounds along with along with the Nether Realm. Look at that, they're trying to get them back to Aces. Banana split to try, but it never works. They got both indeed. Sincerely, Kev, Lycan Pounds, does he want to go on towards Jay? Ryu, in the meantime, they want to get these structures, but still not able to get it. Will they be able to clear the wave? Yes, they can. And Ryu was trying to get something in return, but not able to do so. But Miriam on the other side will get a response from Boy Cold. Turtle is up right now, scared yet.
It was so funny to watch that out in the top lane, to be honest. Yeah, we're going to be coming back to the turtle in a few seconds though. But it was so funny to watch out. Radium is out there on the carry, right? Wait a second, Jay. He wants to steal it away. It's fine. The retribution will still help Super Iron secure it, but they're really want to go in for more of those fights. Boyko getting the killing spree, picking off Mirio off screen. Wrath of Dryads connecting. Super IMM needs to retreat back. Appraiser's Wrath not available. And yeah, conceding the tower over towards the top as well. Maybe pushing back sincerely. Kev, who's actually on the burger and supposed to win all of those fights yet again. Coming back to the same point that I actually found way too funny was the fact that over towards top, yeah, Radium, he wants to take the tower. And Apex was there. Yeah, I'll support you no matter who comes in front of you. And then Cutie, he jumped onto Radium, gets a couple of chunk HP damage. Apex commits his Wrath of Dryad. And that is the cue for Super IMM and Nox to jump in and take care of Radium and finish him off. And Apex was
but
just
speaking
out
of
there.
finishing off,
Yeah, Apex was out of there, but there we go.
Sincerely, Kev.
Lovely back and forth.
Yeah, I was about to say, but look at that. Once again, the taunt coming in, rapid drive, use vengeance. Is it there? Yes, it has been used. At the same time, will we see some death? There's the thunderclap onto where Ryu. Look at the crescendo shield down immediately. Ryu low on mana. Does he have the meteor shower? No, he does not. And Miri get out of there, but seems like Nox will be the one to defend, and he should be able to defend this on his own unless he wants to give up the tower, which I believe that they shouldn't be doing. There it is. Shadow Stampede with the pull. Nox, will he fall? No, he doesn't. He will be there with 130 HP, eating a face full of meteor shower is Super IMM. Thunderclap from QT coming out once again, but will back off. They do get the tower. We love this draft coming in from our Esports, scared yet. It's a little out of the ordinary. It's entertaining, but still ABM have the tower advantage.
That's the banana split that you were talking about for the side of ABM as well, because even if they're not winning out on those team fights, they know that the objective is those towers. They can't get the gold out of those fights and killing the enemy. They might as well just take away those towers, right? And a pretty solid amount of damage from the Ghostbusters by Nog. It's going to be difficult. QT wants to survive, he will be able to. No, I will go. How does he win that one? That's pretty good for us. Go over to the bottom. Will eventually be able to run away, but not long. There we go. Appraiser's Wrath not getting hit though, but the chunk damage still is there. Lycan Pound for the perfect pick. Sincerely, Kev. Now we expect the damage that's coming from Ryu. The Jay was there. Trying to support Super Ryan is there. He's got the Appraiser's Wrath. This one goes extra with his stack, which he will get by getting the big onslaught. Goes for the taunt. Appraiser's Wrath can lead Stadium on right from the front. Jay will be able to pass the match quickly. Lycan Pound does not save his life, and that's the trade. Very people looking for Boyko. He just needs to run away, which Mirio will not allow him to do, but maybe he does. Nox is there. The Lord has been secured by ABM.
The Lord has been secured by ABM. The game plan going well for ABM, but not so well for RE Esports, because look at our QT right now. Oh my god. That is just too much to deal with, not once but twice. Mirio escaping with the slightest bit of HP by the skin of his teeth, and once again, look at that, Jay going in with the deadly magic. He wants to do a lot of damage onto his Boyko, but the wrong target to get your deadly magic onto works. And every time RE Esports try to get the upper hand, ABM just come back. Look at the goal lead, scared yet. They were 2k behind, but now they're 2k up. And this is what ABM bring to the table. They just so constant, consistent, and always persevering in every of his team fights. Look at Apex position though.
He's pretty dangerous, but again, he was scouted out. Not a very difficult situation. Over to the spot, QT facing a lot of coverage. Really out there, just monitoring in the grip. That could not connect perfect. Ghostbusters definitely did. No, he has an invisible. Not to commit onto it. Now Boyko seems to be in trouble as well. Sincerely, Kev. getting a little too overzealous in that situation and has been taken down. Now that is the problem that I was telling you about, the gold lane in the hands of Roger. RRQ were able to pull it off, and let's be honest, that was a pretty lucky draft. They cannot do it twice. And that's a fact that I'm stating right now. RRQ cannot pull that draft off, specifically whenever they'll be facing all of those good teams. We can talk about Onyx, maybe we get on Alpha. They're going to be facing a lot of problems. Of course, on Meteor Shard is definitely shutting down all of those players. Radiant pretty low on that HP, but QT in between five people, four. They wanted to get a pick onto Radium, and no support from his team whatsoever. A miscommunication, maybe.
I mean, I think QT just thirsty for those kills, right? He's playing Masha how it's supposed to be played, but I think the reason for this losing kind of game coming in from the side of RRE was just goes to show that the draft was executed by RRQ, no doubt, but meanwhile, Meteor Shower onwards not. We come back to that deadly magic going in. Boyko, will he fall? Yes, he is. Fergal Armor taken down. Mirio Vengeance. QT trying to go in on him with the Thunderclap. He really wants his kill. Finally gets it, but at what cost? Wrath of Dryads is there, and everyone will fall. That is 4 down and 2 left, 3 left on the side of Team ABM, and it's Sincerely Kev will he be able to defend, and no, he will not. Meteor Shower comes out here. They will chase him back to his base. They want the kill. Look at the deadly magic under the tower. Almost able to kill him, and Radiant will take the base. And that is game number 2 going in towards ABM once again. And that is 2-0 to ABM. It seems like our esports need to come with a better game plan.
They tried to execute this draft with the Masha, but it just did not work out. And let's be honest, Sincerely Kev was not able to find the value, and it all seemed to be pointing down to the one same fact. Not enough practice with this comp. And we mentioned that they will not have enough dive to catch Radium, to catch Ryu. And that is exactly what happened. Perhaps it's time that they switch to an assassin in the jungle.
I mean, the thing is with the right scared yet, like you mentioned, is RRQ in India. They set this draft with not exactly the same draft, but Roger in the goal lane, right? That is the whole point that we were talking about. I understand for all those viewers watching out there, we understand and that this draft coming in from RRE Esports was actually really, I would say, it is so out of the box, but at the same time, it's a one-time strategy, and it is such a good strategy that I don't see a way for them to lose. But the only loss that they had for in this game is for the reason that they did practice it, and not only did they not practice it, and it's not executed as well as they would like to. For this kind of a draft, you want to have Sincerely Kev on this early game power spot. You want to have QT chase down Radiant, chase down Ryu, get these early kills, or maybe even Jay on this Harley. You want to be annoying into the back line. You want to have these pressure, constant pressure. It's basically like a Hilda, right? If you're playing Masha, you got to play Masha like a Hilda. And if you can do that really well, then you know the opposition jungle and right. And that was the idea behind this draft. Yes, if they try to dive in, you have Nox who can obviously provide the Nether Realm and they're diving in well. So it has the extra bit of sustainability, and Super IM with the taunts just to pull back, and Boyko just to finish things off with the last insanity, or maybe even disengage. So the draft was done really well. The idea is there, the execution not so much. Thanks to the side of AB, who pulled off such a great win, especially with this clutch pick on this Belleric, and once again MVP
Yes.
for Ryu.
Here's one more point that I wanted to add as well. The draft pretty solid from RRE, but at the same time, the pick by Apex on Belleric, it kind of changed the entire way they wanted to play this game. That yes, they wanted to chase Ryu, they wanted to chase Radium way back to the depths of their own base, but Apex's Wrath of Dryads and the taunt from basically his skill one, those extra bit of taunt that gets all the attention away from Radium and Ryu. That was the main thorn in their feet. And that is one of the reasons they just could not freely try to jump onto them. Because whenever the ulti executes, whenever Super IMM also tried to dive in on his own base, he just could not do anything in front of a Wrath of Dryad. And QT was also being caught in the exact same kind of a you really want Nox to be in the middle of all of that too, because of the Nether Realms, the specific area bound mission. And that is where Apex shined the most. And yes, a lot of people will argue against the fact that Jay was using his deadly magic on Boyko multiple times, but he was not doing it to kill him. He was doing it to get rid of his Spiraga armor so that he cannot use the lasting insanity in those team fights and give the opening RRE Esports. It worked out wonderfully for them, and Mirio was just doing Mirio's things, man. 34% damage tank, Mirio doing his own thing, not dying at all, tanking every single thing, kiting around. A very flawless execution by the side of ABM.
Yeah, like you said, you couldn't have said it any better. All these small bits of details, you don't get such great in-depth analysis unless Kronos and Scariet are up on the deck, folks.
Agreed.
Because right now, this is Clash of Titans Season 2, brought to you by Battle Esports and Nepalese Esports Junction between the four countries of Bhutan, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, and Nepal, I believe. So at the moment, folks, take a short break and be right back with game number 3 in the best event series.
So
Okay.
here's a small announcement for you, ladies and gentlemen. A very small announcement, a cheeky one as well. We'll be restarting the stream as well to get rid of all the technical errors that you all are facing. So make sure you stay tuned. Click on that follow button as well. And the next stream will be starting really soon. You do not want to go out anywhere to find out the answer to the question: will we see the first win of RRE in one of these next few games, or will we see a flawless victory for the side of ABM? So in order to find that out, stay tuned and join the next stream right now.
Join the next stream because we have a surprise waiting for y'all. Don't go anywhere. Just join the next stream.
I love surprises. I'm lying, dude.
Obviously, we have to say something in front of the camera for making them happy. That was crazy, bro. That was so crazy. I don't know what was happening. Apparently, there was mic problems and shit.
Piggy is my name.
Out of that exhilarating game number 2, we are back again, ladies and gentlemen, and it's ABM who are having the advantage in their favor, 2-0. So the pressure will be on RRE, and in pressure, will we be able to see them grow forward, because of Phoenix only revives back himself once he burns himself to ashes. So the two games have already burned RRE up a lot. So let's see how much spice can they put up in the dish that they've been cooking up for this grand finals. Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Scared, alongside me, none other than the man, the brains, and the legend, Kronos.
Thank you so much, but I don't think I deserve all that praise Scared yet. However, I appreciate it and I will accept that. But let's not forget, I am casting alongside one of the legends in Mobile Legends as well. When it comes to casting Scared yet himself, he is too humble to say it out loud. But for now, folks, let's focus our attention into the game. And seems like Apex wants to go for a first to pick Atlas. I'm not sure what I'm seeing.
It's Apex, dude. It's Apex. He can eventually pick whatever the heck he wants to, but it's fine. They're just kind of showing off the skills as of now. And honestly, Atlas was actually looking like a star true, but they're gonna stick to their Fredrin, understanding that the Xbox has been banned out. So Jay locking in. He's one of the most favorite picked heroes. Does not matter if he actually likes to play Fredrin or not, because we know most of the junglers out there, they kind of try to flex by picking all of the assassins, but they've got to stick back to the meta. On the other side, though, Sincerely kept answering back with a Nathan of his own, denying a pick to Radium. But carry is still open, and honestly, since they banned out Lilia, maybe they want to pick up a Barats in this game.
Yeah, I see that coming. I see the Barats coming. Only because they banned out the Lilia. It makes so much sense. Maybe they want to go for an Angela as well. And like you said, the Barats being picked up. But I think instead of going for the Nathan, they could have gone for the carry themselves, only because they're going against a Fredrin. But now since they picked up the Barats and Ryu's gone for the comfort pick in Novaria, maybe they'll be prioritizing carry themselves, because, like, let's be honest, at this point, you're just giving free carry to the other side, and I think Radium will pick it up in a heartbeat, because that is one of the strongest marksmen, if not the strongest marksman in the current meta.
Were you really doubting my Hanabi?
Hey, let's be honest. Hanabi, yes, I'll be like dead honest, Gary. I'll be dead honest. Hanabi. No, listen to me. Hanabi is a great marksman. Hanabi is the great marksman. She needs a little change when it comes to her kit to bring her in the meta. But I think when it comes to solo queue or even 5-man, given the right situation, she would be really great in the goal lane. Maybe, possibly, for those of you who are willing to dare to do it. You know, maybe Jay can, maybe Super IMM can, and to all those players out there, you know, maybe play Hanabi in the jungle. We would like to see that someday. But however, right now we see Mirio picking up the Lapu Lapu, and on the other side, Team RRE Esports picking up Tervisla for their EXP lane to provide that setup. And the ban coming in, taking out Claude. Now they're choking down the gold lane, and ABM sniff out the fact that they want to go for this Angela, banning it out, and there it is. The Claude, the carry taken out. Now the Brody and the Bruno that's left over for Radium to choose from.
Oh, what if he picks up a freaking Harith? What if?
What if Harith? It makes sense. It's not like it's bad. It's just that I think at this point, a Harith going in against a Tervisla and a Barat, maybe not. Against Nathan, maybe not. Let's be honest though, a Harith can actually beat every single marksman in the gold lane. He does not lose. I mean, like I said, carry is the best marksman in the gold lane. That is true, but when it comes to gold laners themselves, I think Harith does outdo carry. So that's a one step ahead.
Exactly. Plus, he'll be able to dodge in all of the penalty zones as well with his Chrono Dash along with the Zaman Force. You know, sincerely, Kev will not be feeling safe in that situation whatsoever. Now, since we're already seeing a Barats being picked up for RRE, Angela and Faramis, both of them were banned out, so I would agree, very solid bans on that situation. Super IMM, if he goes in for an early Valentina pick, then you really know that Apex will not pick up any kind of hero that can give some amazing setups like Kufra, with the Atlas. But in this situation, do you really feel that they can potentially go in for a Valentina. There would be no one to reach Ryu in that case. So I feel Kadita would eventually be a good option, and that's exactly what they have locked in as well. I love this draft that's coming in from RRE, but on the other side, again, Radium with the question as to what he's going to pick. Maybe a Brody, maybe a Clint, but maybe some unconventional pick like the Ixia.
Yeah, I think Ixia would be good, but at the same time, you're opening yourself so much to the penalty zone, to this rough waves that comes in. So, but you know what? This is scared yet. Let me show you how to play the Roger in the goal lane. That is the statement coming in from Radium towards Sincerely Kevin. I think they will be playing it to the utmost perfection. Only time will tell. Apex goes with a trusty Grok in the roam position.
The wild chances are going to be insane. Plus, knowing that there's a Barats on the other side, Sincerely Kev on the Nathan, Nox will try to dive in, Super IMM with the Ocean of Death. It's a wild charge which basically counters every single setup tool on the other side. And Mirio, again, he'll be just basically be on the faces of Sincerely Kev. I'm not quite sure where this Yin would eventually go. But I really do not want to see a roaming Barats and a Yin in the jungle. That would be basically a deal sealer. But wait a second. QT normally plays roam. He's still having the Barats with the retribution on. Is it a roaming Kadita and a mid lane Yin?
I don't know what's happening. Their draft is all over the place. Maybe they're just like, hey, let's just have fun with it. Maybe do whatever we can. Because right now they've swapped their roles, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe it goes to show that they are not just a one trick when it comes to moving in and out. Maybe these are their comfort picks for all we know. But for now, let's not forget, this is Clash of Titans India Season 2. Brought to you by Battle Knights Esports and Nepalese Junction. And these are a culmination of 4 countries. That is Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and India. And these are final 2 teams that have made it all the way, beaten all these 4 countries and representing their own. But for now, let's have it into the game. Scared yet? Take us into the game already.
I mean, this draft really looks cheeky from both the sides, but ladies and gentlemen, what better thing you would want to see than an unconventional draft to surprise all of us? And that's exactly what ABM and RRE have pulled off. It's QT in the jungle with Barats, up with Boyko on the Yin in the EXP lane, while it's a Terizla who will eventually play as a roam with Super IMM in the mid Kadita. On the other side, Jay on the Fredrin in the jungle, Radium on the Roger, saying to Sincerely Kev that I will teach you how to play this Roger in the gold lane. Ladies and gentlemen, if in case ABM wins this, they're going to move one step closer to the entire Grand Final series win. They will be on the series point. But if RRE wants another go at it, they will have to force an extra win in this game itself. We are in the land of dawn already, and a minute has almost passed as we see some early engagements over the Litho Wanderer.
The Lethal Wanderer does go towards the side of Jay, and what a wonderful introduction indeed. I would not do it justice if I did not bring the energy at the same level that you do, Scared Yet, because let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, Grand Finals, Best of 7 series. What better way do we want to get it started? We saw a first game that went down to the wire. The second game that was so out of the ordinary, and right now third game just completely out of the box. I mean, what's going on? Can it get? Are you not entertained, folks?
I mean, can we just get one simple drop from these teams? And the answer is absolutely no. But hey, that's the fun of this game, right? You always see some unconventional stuff, but for now, again, pressure being applied to Sincerely Kev over down in the bottom lane, and there comes in the taunt from Jay as well. He's got the Appraiser's Wrath available, and he needs that extra bit of stack. Super IMM will eventually be able to run away, but that was their whole aim as the bonk comes in on Kev himself, and he gets deleted.
I mean, I'm not sure what QT was thinking with this rotation that he was trying out. Doesn't really work to gank Mirio so early into the game, especially knowing that he has a flicker. Knowing that Radium had a Purify would have been the perfect gank going in towards the goal lane, but decided not to do so, and that costed Kev losing out in these early trades, and now he will be slightly behind. And mind you, he's going against Raj. But meanwhile, off camera, My Turn gets the kill. Boyko picks up Jay in an instant, and that's what the Frenzy Strikes brings in, and that is the Titan we are talking about himself.
I mean, let's be honest, you know, Eren Jaeger does not need the ODM gear. He does not use it. Let's be honest. He just tries to jump in. That's about it. Knocks out of penalty zone. It's fine. Radium should be able to run away. Maybe not. But he's going to be bursted down. Burst damage coming in. That is a good pick from him. But let's be honest, Kev. He thought that he'd be able to run away. But no was the answer to that.
I mean, I don't even see who picked him up. I think, was it the last bit of damage that came in from Radium? Because he did get that flicker. He did get that Lycan pounce. And I thought he got away, but he went down. And the Fisher perfectly connecting from Nox. He did use the penalty zone preemptively, but he still did get the kill. Super IMM, bro. So close, so close. Ryu just about to fall. He was so patient. If Super IMM had the Petrify, that would have been all she wrote for Ryu right there. But right now, look at that. They're trying to get the gold crab, but Jay picked up those coins that are left on the floor in the Land of Dawn. For now, QT doesn't really have much of a presence on the map compared to how Super IMM did on the first game when he was playing Barrett.
That's again just QT following up his own rotation. Nox has been given a job to just scout out the area to make sure Sincerely Kev does not fall again. They really need the man to stay up on his feet. But Boyko, I would, have to point it out and say that he has been doing a pretty good rotation as compared to Mirio as well, because he's been following his footsteps. Wherever Mirio is going, that's exactly where Boyko is also present. Jay, though, getting poked down a little bit. QT was also there, and I'm really honest, I might eventually end up mispronouncing his name, so I'm just going to stick to Barrett's.
Yeah. Alright, it's alright. It happens to the best of us. I'm gonna stick with QT. We can stick with Barrett. Whatever works for us, whatever's easy. Everyone can read his name out there. It is 2024. We want to make sure we have the right names. Everything on the point. But meanwhile, Rough Waves, along with the Petrify, gets Ryu, and this time he will fall. There it is. Daytona's welcome. QT finally making his presence felt. There's the Breath of the Ocean, and almost getting that kill. Apex is there to provide some help towards QT, towards Jay for QT, but meanwhile, Nox coming in with the cavalry. He does have the penalty zone. Does he want to commit? There's the appraised threat. Jay misses out completely. The taunt is there, and finally they will get the kill. And Mirio now, he is in the back line, does have the Braves Fire going into the Raging Splash, but there's the Astral Echo coming in, and Apex, they're trying to do as much as he can. Flickers out of harm's way, but will he fall? Astral Meteor coming in from Ryu. Will he get the kill? No, he don't. ABM are falling down, but they're actually the ones that are picking up the kills. I'm not sure what's happening.
I mean, they were so very close in those fights, but it was super.
What happened? What did we just see? It was just Eren Jaeger getting taken down.
Exactly. I mean, is it Ryu or is it Novaria Ackerman out there, dude? That's the way he just basically chased down Eren Jaeger. I mean, Ani probably, Ani Leonhardt? Who knows? Could be anything. But that's the way he was actually running in his own My Turn. I mean, that is probably the first time he would really want to knock down all of those walls that are surrounding him, that were basically put by him. But yeah, at the end of the day, it was a pick going in favor of ABM. On the other side of the spectrum though, now Nox feeling a lot of trouble, has to flicker out of that position. But over towards the bot, the first tower was taken down by ABM. So even though they were not winning in those fights, they're still going in for some good trades over towards the objective. Ryu picked off yet again off screen, but right now in front of us, we're going to see Mirio being brought out back by the Jonas. Welcome, no more entropy available. QT is going to be falling. Okay, that knockup saved the life of QT. Super IMM with a super supportive play.
That was beautiful Breath of the Ocean coming in from Super IMM. That was the ultimate team play that he had to make. Meanwhile, you can see Boyko and Mirio in the My Turn within the walls. They're trying to do as much as they can. Boyko, I'm not sure. It was the right decision to take Mirio in, and he does fall because Mirio does have the flicker. He can take Jay in once more when he has the items, and look at that. They do get the first turret in the mid lane for Sincerely Kev quite easily, but once again, Sincerely Kev needs to start scaling up and scaling up fast.
But for now, QT in towards the top as well will be deleted. There's no way he's surviving all 5 people's wrath. So tier 1 on the top will fall. But I like the trade because look at the mid, it was already taken down, and now the bottom will also be traded quickly by Sincerely Kev. But top tier 2, again, it's under the aggression, and I don't think so Eren Jaeger would be able to do anything to try and defend that turret. There's Jay, there's Radium, Ryu, Apex, all of them just playing in pretty phenomenally. So yeah, Nox coming in on that Terizla now will provide some support, but does not matter. They wanted a tier 2 of the top. They'll be stealing away the orange buff as well. And Ryu, man, this guy always goes into steal away the buffs whatsoever, be it from the opponent or be it from your own teammates. But again, that's the opponent's buff.
Buff, they did get that, denying them. Apex, oh, look at that penalty zone coming in from Nox was perfect, and Apex will fall. There's the entropy coming in. There it is, the praises for not enough damage, but look at Nox just being annoying towards the back line. Here you go, Lycan Pulse coming in from Radium. He's trying to do as much as he can. Breath of the Ocean, and there's the rough waves. It's a perfect combination. Radium still able to survive. Will he be able to get out of there? Super IMM wants this blood. He wants it. He's missing out. He misses Radium completely. And that is 3 for 3 trade, but QT does have the advantage. He can pick up the Lord, and that's what they should do, but he's too low to sustain, so they back off. He's scared yet.
An Astral Echo as well from Ryu coming in, and he's gonna chunk down Super IMM a little bit, but he's been playing brilliantly. Apex is gonna go in for the wild chart setup as well. Ryu comes in to try and support his teammates. It's really kept with the entropy. Is basically face tanking everything for QT out there. But man, oh man, he kind of survives. Though I'll still say it was a pretty risky move, but it's absolutely fine. As long as they're staying alive, he's safe. Ryu this time could not steal it away. The information was being given though, let's be honest. And now, we've kind of got the advantage, or the priority you could call it, because the goal lead still is in favor of ABM. But look at the map control that right now Boyko has. If in case he catches Ryu, and he definitely will, show me the perspective of Eren Jaeger. Now, he's got him, but wait, Ryu has lost it. Goes in for the flicker score. That is such a massive play from Boyko. And now he's happy to take on that aggression as well. There we go, yet again, spamming the ground like anything, but the damage is just not there. Mirio goes in for the bravest fighters as well. Super IMM, his position is dead. He's got to run away, but where is he gonna go in? No way he's gonna be allowed to go in for the rough waves. And now QT is gonna be getting chunked down, though he goes in for the spam as well. Apex not stunned whatsoever. So Mirio still will be going in for that chase. If that is not a great positioning, but he dodges the appraisal by the skin of his teeth. Jay running away. He will be able to survive. It's just Nox, and yeah, I know where you're getting at. Apex was trying to go in for the chase, but yet he was just not able to find his target. And Jay yet again low in that HP. Boyko really wants to go in for the chase, brings him back in the My Turn. Show me that perspective. There's the dash. Appraiser's not coming into play. Jay still tanking all of it. Jay will be able to survive that.
Oh my god.
Deleted in an instant video with the bravest fighters, and the cooldowns are off, and QT will eat him up yet again, slamming him on the wall with Sincerely Kev with another trophy. Can you guys stop for a second?
Oh my god, look at that. Mirio so slippery, Jay so slippery, Radium, Apex, Sincerely Kev, Nox, for IMM, QT, Boyko, Jay, Ryu. Did I miss anyone out? Because they're playing out of their minds right now. Everyone absolutely slippery, but here right now, Nox forced to use the penalty zone to get out of harm's way. The Brazers man almost taking him down. Mirio going to the Brazers fight, a raging slash, but everyone had to flicker out of harm's way. QT caught really low, but there it is. Radiant with a Lycan bounce getting in kill, and he is unstoppable. 6-1-3. Roger in the goal lane. Boyko trying to get Mirio in the meantime inside the My Turn. Yes, he will. Does he have the Frenzy Strike to take him once again? There it is. Radiant with a Lycan bounce, so he will get that kill. Radium is a monster indeed, and the Werewolf is on the hunt because right now he is showing the team of RRE Esports how to play this Roger in the goal lane.
It's a full moon night in the land of Dawn, and that's the reason why we see Radium becoming that werewolf and being unstoppable. 7-1-3, godlike already at this point. This man is just showing how Roger is played in the goal lane, and honestly, I still can't believe the fact that I'm seeing a Roger goal lane and it is working out so very well. Sincerely, Kev will be able to steal with the orange buff though, so is that a thievery in the night? A robbery in the night is what I would like to call it. But yeah, a lot has been secured by ADVM, so they will not have any major difficulties. Item check, a quick one too. So we've got the Stalem Scythe along with the Holy Crystal as well as the Feather of Heaven, giving some crucial attack speed. But on the other side, you can clearly see Ryu having all of the items, but does not matter. If the rough waves are going to take him down like that, where is the Ocean of Death? He needs to run away, and he will be able to because the penalty zone is Radium.
Beautiful play. That was beautiful coming in from the side of Team RRE Esports. They know who their target is, and it was Ryu. They don't want to provide him extra vision. They took him down. Super IM with a perfect petrify. Look at that shutdown coming in from Boyko. Mirio throwing in with the Bravest Fighter. There is the Frenzy Strike coming in, smashing into the ground, and Raging Slash. Mirio picks up a kill. Daytona's welcome. Will he go down? Mirio taking in that. There's the penalty zone, but the Flicker Wild Charge coming in. Apex are doing as much as you can to let Mirio survive. There it is. Rough Waves coming in from Super IMM. Not enough damage to take down Apex, but Jay with the taunt. Mirio once again with the Earth Shatter, trying to do as much as he can. He's going with the Bravest Fighter with the Raging Slash once again. Knocks, slight as HP, able to survive. Entropy though, there it is. The Cavalry coming in from Sincerely Kev, able to take down Mirio finally. It looked like he wasn't able to die. He took forever to go down.
And that's exactly what you want from your EXP laner. Be as tanky as possible. Penalty zone being used preemptively as well to try and catch Jay, but it's fine. He was able to kite away from all of that. And now Ryu can be just a nuisance because everyone from RRE are now basically logged in their own base. Jay still dodging away from the Daytona's welcome. It's absolutely fine. They're able to steal all of those pops as well. So problem for that dinosaur maintaining the stats, plus the top inhibitor is super low in the HP as well. Mid tier 2 sieged up perfectly. Jay goes in for the taunt as well. Seems to be trouble for Nox as he's being chunked down. Goes in for a desperate penalty zone, but a flick over in the tower, and that should be the deal sealer. No more chance for Boyko to bite his finger and become a freaking Titan, but it's alright. Super IMM being the super savior of the team picks off Ryu yet again, but Ryu is not the main trouble. It is Jay, it is Radium.
Look at this, Werewolf is on the hunt, getting the tower one after the other. QT, will he go down? Seems like he will. Now he's a baby dinosaur. He has the Lycan Pounce, he doesn't want to use it. He goes in for the Lycan Pounce, but seems like Team ABM will be able to take this game 3-0 in this best of 7 series. And are you not entertained, folks? But most of all, did you even have a shadow of a doubt?
I'll be brutally honest. Boyko on the Yin. I won't even call it a mistake of Boyko. He was doing everything that he could, but it's just Yin in general as a hero, which does not work in the EXP lane whatsoever. There are 3 super chunky, bulky people out there. It is Apex, Mirio, Jay. There's no way Boyko will be able to out-duel them or win the fight against them. Ryu will be deleted by him. Radium, if he's basically stunned inside it and there's no lichen pounds available, radium is the meat, dead meat out there. And we even saw a shutdown with 400 massive goal going in favor of Boyko, but that was the only time he was able to pick him off. Super IMM was doing his own job by picking off Ryu on the Novaria, but again, sincerely Kev, he dealt a lot of damage, but it was just not enough because again the front line was just way too bulky. And let's be honest, sincerely Kev, he was facing a bit of a problem as well for positioning himself on the Nathan.
I mean, you couldn't have said it any better, right? But let's get down to brass tacks here. The most important plays coming in from Mirio and Apex at the right time. Oh my god. That penalty zone in the mid lane, that Nox hit, and at the same time Apex went in with the flicker wild charge. That was absolutely insane, and Mirio took forever to fall down. And why? Because take a look at the itemization coming out from the side of RRE Esports. Not a thing, only one dominance ice coming in from Nox, and nobody else has it. And that goes to show why Mirio was able to tank so much and able to regen back whenever he needed. Yes, one dominance ice should be enough, but to be honest, Nox is the one jumping into the backline of ABM while Mirio is jumping into the backline of RA Esports. So there is no effect of the dominance ice to negate that heal coming in or that spell ban. And that proved to be a big factor on the side of Team RA Esports. And once again, let's highlight this pick of the Yin. Doesn't seem to work. Why are they trying to pick Yin in a certain situation when it's a game 3, you're 2-0 down? I understand you want to take off Ryu off the map, but once again, is it the best EXP laner out there? I don't think so.
There were just some better options than Yin. I still personally feel maybe Nox could have played Terra's line to the EXP, or they could have just swapped up the heroes a bit, and Nox, instead of a Yin, anything could work, like anything. Maybe they could have taken a full-fledged roam to go in for a counter setup for the Grok, or maybe if they really wanted the Drizzler to play in that roam position, they could have gone for something like Uranus, maybe something along the lines of, again, an Alert, Black Dragon, if it was not banned out. There were quite a lot of options, but at the end of the day, it is absolutely fine. They wanted to go in for an unconventional draft. They tried their way, and they almost pulled the game off as well. But at the end of the day, it was ABM stealing it away. Now they're at the championship point, just one more win away from winning this entire series. 3-0 up, ladies and gentlemen. But if it's going to be a 4-0 or will it be a 3-1, we will find that out after this short break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Clash of Titans Season 2 between Team Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and India, brought to you by Nepalese Esports Junction and Battle Knights Esports. And this is the grand finals, the best of 7 series that we all were waiting, that we wanted to watch. It is Team RRE Esports on the blue side, who are 0 to compare to ABM, who are on the red side to 3. So right now, folks, it could be potentially the final game in this best of 7 series, and the bans have been set already. Coming in from the side of Team RR Esports, this is your caster and host with the most, Kronos, and alongside me is Scared Yet, who will be joining us in a few minutes. But in the meantime, you have me bringing you this action for this jam-packed final, and it could potentially, once again, I cannot stress enough, it could be potentially the last game in this best of 7 series. And let's be honest, folks, we have been entertained to the utmost when it comes to a grand finals, especially with the 2 Indian teams in the finals. And speak of the devil, the man himself is back in the stream. It is Scared Yet.
Thank you so much, really, for carrying it forward. And I wholeheartedly apologize. Really, I was in a predicament, and honestly, I've been trying to figure out what the heck has been happening for the past few games. But hey, I mean, we could speculate as much as we want, right? But if we're going to see some Marshalls, some Rogers in the gold lane, then we've got to throw all of our expectations out of the window. But finally, we're seeing some decent start from both the sides. As RRE picks up the Xbox for themselves, but we have known them to pick the Xbox as well as the Fredrin. But Jay quickly answers back with the Akai of his own. Apex has the Retribution on Vexana. Please do not tell me it's just ABM trying their own shenanigans.
I mean, happened to the previous game, they're obviously going to swap everything out. But right now, look at those instant picks coming in from the side of Team RRE Esports, instantly locking the Guinevere. And this time, Akai being picked up from the side of ABM. I like the Akai, but now that forces the equation. Do they really want to pick up this Franco? They might have preemptively wanted to pick it, but looking at the Akai, it is not the best pick to go for. And sincerely, Kev wanting to go in the goal lane once again with this Nathan. He did do a lot of damage, but only will it be shown if they pick up the victory. Because let's be honest, Scared Yet, I don't think ABM have ever been this close to coming out with losses. But at the same time, RR Esports are just not able to find that opening to pick up that victory, to take that Nexus. They've done everything good, everything downright possible, but it's just that one single brilliant engage that comes in from the side of ABM that gives them the victory outright. And Muriel going into the Benedetta this time.
I will not be surprised if Apex actually picks up the Vexana into the jungle. It's ABM, and they can do stuff like that. So, yeah, you mentioned about previously that we rarely do see ABM in a situation where you could see that they're struggling. And yes, for the past couple of games at least, we have seen ABM do struggle, and just a few left and right moves, you could eventually see that game falling into the hands of RRE as well. But let's be honest, I still feel that they still got a little bit of that small hurdle that they need to cross, specifically when they go in the transition of a mid to late game. Those are the times when you need to make the decisions while having the map control and choosing to pick your fights, because if in case one of your teammate gets picked off right then, you know it's gonna be a domino effect and everyone will be chased. And let's be honest, that's exactly what happened in game number 1. We saw Bharat being picked off first, and then it was just a chain reaction with everyone falling back like dominoes. So you really do not want all of that to repeat, and just for that, we are seeing the carry that was banned out in the first place, while also Brody taken care of, and it's an Angela ban. Interesting.
It is interesting. Now they're forcing Ryu onto her something that he's not comfortable with, but I think in this game, seems like ABM just want to have fun. They're already 3-0 in the series. They want to pick up something that they just want to go ahead, get all these kills, maybe use all the skins that they always wanted to. Ryu going in for the Chang'e that worked out brilliantly in the second game with those really powerful meteor showers. But what is this? QT coming out with a Fanny out of the blue.
It has
Are you shell shocked? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're shell shocked.
I
I'm
am.
shell shocked because at this point, like, let's be honest, we wanted to see some good engagement, some good plays coming in, and what better than Fanny with the cables, with that cutthroat going in, and that bloody hunt that comes out from the Franco himself and Radium. Like I said, they just want to have some fun. They want to have some games. Pick up this Bruno. Talk about games. They want to play the game of football in the land of Dawn for the side of ABM that could possibly score this final goal and call it a victory and pick up this tournament cup in Clash of Titans Season 2 against RRE Esports in this grand finals best of 7. But only time will tell. For now, the draft is set, ladies and gentlemen. Scared yet? Pick your team to win this. I feel like RRE Esports still have the chance of a comeback.
Shut up and look at the spell of Apex at this point. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? If there are going to be any shenanigans, then it is ABM who will do that. Panny in the jungle by QT and Apex in the jungle on a Vixana by ABM. You want me to be objective in this case? All right. I mean, we could argue that a Guinevere could potentially play in the mid lane, or maybe they're going to put Sincerely Kev in that mid and help him get some extra bit of farm with all of those rotations between the lanes. And Boyko or maybe Nox could eventually go into those side lanes. They could rotate between EXP or the gold. But maybe they're going to stick to the Boyko in mid on that Guinevere, Sincerely Kev in the gold, Nox in the EXP. Parry in the jungle without any problem. But Vexana into the jungle, just shut up, man. Shut up. Like already. Just
Well,
don't
either way.
start. Yeah. either way.
folks. Like Scared Yet said, we just gotta shut up and eat what's in front of us. Cause right now, what we gotta eat is this Vexana in the jungle coming in from the side of ABM, who are going against RRE Esports in this grand finals best of 7 Clash of Titans Season 2, presented by Nepalese Esports Junction, Battle Knights Esports, for potentially what could be the final game in this tournament that has been going on for such a long time between 4 countries, Nepal, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and India. And finally, we have these 2 grand finals battling it out for potentially the final games in the best of 7 match point for the side of ABM, who have Apex in the jungle for with this Vexana. And hear me out, Scared Yet. I know, just hear me out. I'm a guy who plays jungle with all these weird picks coming in, and let me tell you, this Vexana in the jungle, it works.
You know what? You know what? Just don't say anything. Because Jay has been leashing every single buff for Apex, and he's been just moving around using the deadly grasp, and with the retribution he's just having fun, and that's a pretty good hook for now on Radium. And just as I mentioned, it's a bog into that gold lane. Radium will be trying to easily run away, but there comes in the steel cable along with the cutthroat, perfectly landing. But again, the answer is there from Apex, with the Eternal Guard adding that extra member as well. Nox wants to survive, but there comes in the jump by Jay, pretty low in the HP. Eternal Guard, Nox is standing there for a way too long time, still dodges that skill yet again and overstaying there. Welcome maybe, QT wants to get some extra bit of the energy. Deadly Grasp is not there, so it's fine, he will be surviving. But I think I said it way too soon. Apex and Jay really want to go in. There comes in Radium as well, with a little bit of a volley, but does not matter as it's going to be, that's about the action and towards the bot. Now let's be realistic. The rotation in the EXP, Mirio will win out in that one. Boyko will have to just concede the space and just clear out the way pretty late. But on the other end of the spectrum, yeah, Mirio, he wants to go in for the steal. I don't think so it's gonna happen. Treachery is there, so this should eventually be an easy secure. And everyone's there for the support as well. Oh, super IMM almost landing the hook, and there comes in the knockout. Meteor should be taken down. Eye for an eye. That was a pretty solid eye for an eye, I will not lie. And Meteor shot as well by Ryu to help him out.
Yeah, that was really good coming out from Miria. You don't get to see really good eye for an eyes all the time, and that was beautiful coming in from Miria. Just goes to show why he's one of the best EXP laners in this tournament. And right now, Super IMM, and never mind, Apex able to clear out that turtle quite fast. I know he didn't do it by himself, but still, look at that flicker and a heavy spin coming in from Jay. Not every day you see him play the wrong position. Seems like ABM just want to have fun, and Ryu picks up the Enchanted Talisman, and the QT trying to go in with the steel cables. He does have the touch, doesn't want to use it. Not able to land the cables on time. We'll have to use it to get out of there. Look at Radium. Goes in with the ball. He's away with the world. Is he about to fall? Yes, he does. The ball to the face just going on all around the minions, and he will fall. And now they turn their attention on towards the EXP lane in Nox, or rather the gold lane. And Nox is trying to survive, flickers out of harm's way. There it is, the meteor shower coming in along with Eternal Guard, and Ryu picks up the kill. And meanwhile, the top lane, Boyko picks up a solo kill against Mirio, and QT, I'm not sure what he was thinking. He's trying to get something from this. He's trying to pick up the spoils, but not able to find anything in return. And ABM having the advantage so early as 4 minutes into the game, already 1k up.
Either he's having some ping issues, or maybe it's just the fact that Fanny is not one of his most comfortable picks, let's be honest. Nox facing now a lot of trouble in towards that gold lane. Doesn't matter who plays in the gold, they'll be basically facing the wrath of ABM. And very well mentioned about the fact how Mirio is doing such a solid job in the EXP lane, even though he's been basically picked off over towards the top as well. And that's again a mid lane. Nathan sincerely kept playing in that mid. But here's the thing, Radium has already farmed up a lot on that Bruno, and that's what you really want. There comes in the Fanny now, jumping in with steel cable, heavy spins being baited out, but okay. The Iron Hook did land, but it does not matter. Steel cable between 4 people. QT, you've got to run out of there, mate.
I'm looking at that meteor shower, clearing the wave so fast, bursting down the frog armor. Nox went for the immortality as the first item, and that goes to show he won't have the true damage that they so need at the early stage of the game. And Sincerely Kept will fall down. Mirio picks up the kill quite easily. QT trying to do quite a lot with the steel cables, but he's just not a threat anymore. And looking at that, ABM are just on the hunt. They're so aggressive, and Jay starting the turtle on his own, that we see, that's something we say a lot, but this time he doesn't have the retribution, so we need to wait for Apex to come and pick it up. It seems like they don't want to. They want to focus on this mid lane turret, and there it is, that 4-man rotation coming in. And look at that, they're trying to get again that eye for an eye. Was it beautiful or was it not? Oh, meteor shower, too much heavy spin coming out. Super IMM, I'm not sure if he likes to play in the roam position. Seems like he can. Look at Jay, he forgets he's playing the roam position.
I mean, did both of the teams decide that the roamers are gonna play the jungle and the junglers are gonna play roam? Because it does seem to be like that. Both of them have got the exact same role swap, while everyone else is absolutely the same. Apex finally getting caught in that flick, bloody hand, but Ryu needs to run away. Meteor shots, it's really care. He should be taken down with the minions tanking a little bit extra for him. Super IMM needs to make a radiant armor quickly, otherwise he'll be melted like anything. But I really want to see his items. I really hope it's not a blade of Hypnosis, Franco.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want this Franco to build damage, because at the moment, who cares? Let's just have fun. Let's just out damage them and win. But QT, I'm not sure he's thinking straight, because he goes in. Look at that flicker coming in with a heavy spin. They pick up 2 for nothing. Okay, Radium did get picked off quite early, but or was that later? It was Radium.
It was, I mean, picked off maybe off camera. That's probably what happened. But does it even matter at this point? It's 9 and 5 in favor of ABM. 3,000, 4,000 gold lead already. And they're just invading the jungle like it's their own territory. Now, yeah, we could agree that... I mean, what's even their win con at this point? Try to out-farm the members of ABM? I mean, there's a Bruno on the other side. That does not seem to be the case. And QT is just not comfortable on this Fanny. I've mentioned it previously and I'll say it again. There's the single cable landing right into the arms of a Chang'e. Now Chang'e will not run until there's a Roger on the other side.
But there doesn't seem to be one on the map, and that's why she's having such a free game. And that goes to show why you should play Roger in the gold lane, folks. I'm just kidding. I don't know what you want to play in the gold lane. You pick up whatever you want to play in the gold lane. But meanwhile, Boyko with the flicker, spatial migration, by the Requiem coming out. And there's the last insanity for the heavy spin. time. Will he survive with the slightest bit of HP? Thanks for the shield, but there it is. The steel cable's coming to pick up the kill. Apex, will he be able to survive? Meanwhile, Sincerely Kev will be taken out. So will Apex. Eternal Guard being used. Nox, will his immortality be popped? No, it does not. They get the save. Seems like our esports want to make a comeback, but I think it's too little too late because the goal lead is about 3K. 3.5K right now. Look at that Eternal Guard just following them to the depths of despair. And Muriel just doing that. What else can we say, Scared?
Annoying Eternal Guard. That's what I'll say. Apex being such an annoying player even after he's dead. Like, come on. Trying to pull people off back in the grave with him. Martyrdom, baby. But instead of a grenade, you hand themselves a guard, which is going to chase them whatsoever until his timer runs out. I mean, necromancy at its best while not being on the map itself. Either ways. 4,000 gold lead as of now for ABM, and they're having a blast at this point. They've Bruno Radium farmed up like anything. He's got Horseclaw, Berserker's Fury, and on the other side, Mirio going in for a full damage. A fleeting freaking time on Akai. Get the hell out of here.
I was about to point out, are you looking at Akai? He's got a fleeting time. He just wants to have fun. But meanwhile, Mirio not having fun with the bloody hunt and getting hooked. Nox just adding insult to injury with that last insanity. They get the turret finally. And Lord about to spawn in 5 seconds. Meanwhile, the top lane, they want to get a little bit more of a Boyko. I think he wanted quite a bit, but seems like he got too much on his plate with this Panda and this little girl and Changa trying to do as much as they can. And now they're marching down the mid lane, trying to get that tier 2 turret. But let's not forget, folks, these players have done their very best to make it to the finals, and that is why they are here. And QT, meanwhile, just gets taken down ever so casually. ABM trying to pick up the Lord. Meanwhile, the top bot lane, look at Sincerely Kev. He tries to get the inhibitor, trying to go for the back door. But Miria, look at the recall taunts coming in, Scared here. They're just toying around with Super IMM. He doesn't know what to do. Bloody Hunt, will he get... Oh, he would have been too much if he got the kill, but he did not.
That Panda coming in to spoil the party for Super IMM. Now, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah, this game is just the one where everyone's having so much fun. Now, was that something of a Santa Claus themed Eternal Guard? Because it seemed that he's got a long and nasty beard going directly from his chin to his stomach. Either way, we'll not talk about that. Never saw that coming. Boyko is going to jump backward. There comes in the heavy spin as well for the engagement over on top. But there we go. Bloody Hunt coming in. Does not matter. It was cancelled mid. Inhibitor has also fallen. Nox will have to run away, conceal the space because of the meteor shower. Trying to bite a little bit of a more what they could chew, but they're just gonna try and get the inhibitors.
That annoying Eternal Guard, though, they're not able to do anything, but it looks like ABM just want to call it a game. Boyko going to spatial migration. There's the knockup coming in. Boyko gets taken down in an instant. Meteor shower. There it is. The Alexa final ball being used. And Nox, the frog armor being taken down. They don't have the minions to end the game, but Jay seems hungry. There it is. QT going with the steel cable. But is that enough? Eternal Guard. There's the Santa Claus coming in with a big beer on his face. And seems like this is necromancy at its very best, because right now there it is, the meteor shower. They're trying to do as much as they can to end the game, but seems like the side of our esports don't want to give up. There he's going with the entropy, getting the kill. Jay with the flicker and the heavy spin. He's in deep, and you know he has the fleeting time, so he's gonna get that back up. QT trying to pick up the spoils, picks up Apex. I don't think Mirio wants a little bit more of that smoke. Seems like he does. Eye for an eye to get out of there. But look at the waves. The waves are still crashing. Is it too much for the side of our esports to deal with? And that face full of meteor shower. But meanwhile, you can see that Astral Echo. Oh my God! Why the Rectum? Is this too much happening? Scared yet? That was a beautiful spatial migration.
It indeed was a phenomenal spatial migration, but it does not matter, as I wanted to point out. In all of those skirmishes, Radium was just not there, and now he'll basically be deleted for overextending, staying way too long over in that top lane. QT was able to cut throat him, and then the scraps were picked up by his teammates. So you could argue in a situation that, yeah, ABM, yes, have lost 3 members, but does not matter. They've got a 4,000 goal lead, pretty stable. They have got a phenomenal late game with Ryu on the Changa, also Radium on that Bruno. They're having so much fun. Apex is just using his Eternal card like it's another minion troop for him because of the fleeting time. And I never thought I will say it, but yeah, Akai on the fleeting time, and Jay is the one who's playing it. You can just not think of it. Even in a script, you cannot think of it.
Look at QT trying to go and cutthroat is there on towards Radium. Immortality is popped. He should be out of there. Yes, he is. Nox's immortality still hangs on. Frog Armor taking down. Mirio trying to do as much as he can to Super IMM. He does have the eye for an eye. There it is. The meteor shower coming in. Super IMM and Boyko just getting melted. That's a triple kill going in. Nox the only one to survive, but what can he do? He's a lonely robot in this world. The X-Borg, he's trying to do as much as he can to defend, but will they want the kill or do they want the base? Look at that Radium with the freeze and the Winter Trident. Want the kill, they don't want to end, but they're leaving too much till the end. Meteor shower just making sure Sincerely Kev does go down, but the waves are still crashing. Scared yet? The waves are still crashing. QT tries to get the kill, but they will not be able to defend the base, and ABM will take the victory in the best of 7 series of Clash of Titans Season 2. It's a 4-0 clean sweep.
Phew. Let's be honest, that last game was pretty anticlimactic, but the entire series, the way it was going, I mean, you could say that, yeah, there were a couple of scenarios where we could potentially have seen a situation where RRE would have stolen away a game from ABM, but Ryu on the Changa, he was doing phenomenal. Mirio on the Benedetta, he was being a nuisance. Jay on the Akai, man was having the time of his life by just becoming a Beyblade. More times than you would expect because of the fleeting time. He deals physical damage.
I can't stop laughing, Scared yet. The way that he, as soon as I saw the items, I was like, wait a minute. I see a fleeting time on Vexana, makes sense. And I was like, why is there 2 fleeting times? Then I look at Akai, Jay, what are you thinking? Just going for those heavy spins non-stop and 9.5 KDA. Ryu picking up the MVP once again. Apex just being annoying with that following Santa Claus Necromancy Eternal Guard for no reason. That Eternal Guard was really annoying. And Radium just wanted to end the game. Mirio taunting Super IMM as much as he can. Meanwhile, on the other side, with these wonderful names that I do not like to mention, neither is Scared yet. They're trying to do their best that they can. And they did play really well. Let's give them credit where it's due, right? They've played the first 3 games absolutely amazing. And don't focus, for those of you who are playing on the side of RR Esports, don't focus on the chat because you're going to have haters, and haters are going to hate, potatoes are going to potate. But if you know for a fact that if you have haters, you are doing something right. And that for a fact that you reached the finals of this Clash of Titans Season 2 tournament between 4 countries, mind you, Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and India, making it all the way. It's no small feat. So proud of them to being the runners-up of this tournament. And Scared yet, what else do we got to say about these folks?
You basically summed up every single thing. It was a very great achievement for both of these teams to be on the stage of finals itself, and ABM again having the time of their life. 4-0, they're continuing their streaks, and it was a pleasure to be on the desk and cast alongside you, Kronos. Again, I really love this duo of ours, and I'll be hoping to see more of it in the future itself. But that was a great tournament. Thank you so much for the sponsors as well to make this a possibility. Really appreciate that. Kronos will also give you a shout out once we'll be moving on towards the end. But on the other side of the spectrum, congratulations to ABM and a good performance as well coming in from RRE. Hoping to see more of them from the future itself. But yeah, that's it from me, Scared Yet. Thank you so much for having me and looking forward for more.
Hey, Scared Yet, but before you go, I remember I told you we have a surprise for those of the viewers that are watching. Yeah, I know you don't even know about it, Scared Yet. Maybe you do, obviously you do. But yes, for those of you who are watching in the stream in Facebook and on YouTube, let's not forget to thank and subscribe and like Battle Esports channel on YouTube as well as Facebook, because they are going to be bringing you the next tournament. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me. A tournament that is open to all. The Battle Knights Project India Season 2, which happened almost a year ago, which was basically the start of my casting career, maybe you could say. A couple years ago. I mean, I did cast a few games before that, but on the other hand, we are going to be coming back with the Battle Knights Esports Project India Season 2, and get excited because the prize pool is going to be really big for all of those who are out there. And right now, let's make sure to give our thanks and stay tuned. Follow the Discord channels and follow the Facebook page, follow the YouTube channel, whatever it is. Just make sure you follow all their socials to keep up to date with the information. And that should be all for now, because like Scaredy had said, he's out of here. And this is Kronos, who's out of here as well. And we will be looking forward to seeing your team. Maybe you could be the next ABM. You never know. Those of you in the chat, you think you're not good, but maybe if you get the right team, maybe build the right composition, maybe go out of meta. You can go with the Fleeting Time Akai. If it can get you to the finals, I don't see how you can't get there. So make sure you register for the tournaments that are coming up. Build your team. Start focusing on the ranks right now. Get your team together and make sure we will see you there. Once again, Scared Yet Kronos signing out. And ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. Have a great night. Happy Easter once again. And also happy April Fool's Day. Make sure you make a fool out of someone. Just not yourself, though. Peace out.